Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.
And a very happy Friday to you, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Welcome into the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner, and what a week we have made it through. But as the younger generation would say, it's Friday. Yeah. I love it. It's Friday. Well, it is Sidekick Friday, and you know we're going to let our hair down today, literally. I'm not going to take my ponytail down because it's hot. But the fact of it is I want to welcome you into this conversation today. And I went out and I got Regina Bell. Remember, show me. Good morning, Regina.
Good morning.
Look, they're going to ask you to sing. They're going to think you're that Regina Bell now. No. But ladies and gentlemen, it is a great day. It's cloudy on the outside. And man, I'm so glad that the humidity is dropping and I can relax and breathe and just simply breathe to get things done. But you know what? I talk to people a lot about things. Now, let me explain to her what Sidekick Friday is all about. You talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Okay.
You talk about things that we deal with every day. The questions that are asked that don't ever get answered. My question today is, maybe you can take me in a direction. Why is it that we are the very ones, when we know something is wrong, we continue to do it, but you won't say nothing? You won't say anything. But then the minute the thing, I wanted to say this, why not say it? I don't get that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, just to think about it for a minute, but anyway, a lot of times people are afraid of what type of reaction they're going to get from the other person.
Afraid?
Yes.
Why?
Well, they just are, you know. They'll say, well, you know, if I say something, then how are they going to feel about me?
Forget that.
Well, I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying that. Or we having a conversation. Because I think that
saying.
if you never tell a person, they never know what I see from the outside looking in.
I understand that.
But and, you know, that may not. Is it because of the fact that possibly when they're doing that, you say you don't want to hurt their feelings?
Well, that too. Well, that's what I was going to get to next. You don't want to hurt their feelings, and then you're afraid.
You may not.
But then a lot of times you're afraid, you're really afraid about, say, if I say something to them, then how are they going to feel about me?
Really?
Now, some people take it, you know, like a real true friend, be like, girl, I'm so glad you let me know that, because I didn't realize that, you know, or whatever. I didn't think about it that way, or something like that. They may be thinking opposite. You know,
Oprah says.
Well,
there she go.
There go Oprah. But I'm just saying, you know, I understand, you know, you don't want to hurt their feelings.
Right.
You want to figure out, you know, seriously, how can you approach that person? And then it depends on how well you know the person.
Now, I agree with that.
How you feel like they're going to react.
Okay, now I understand that. I'm not saying that I walk on the street and see Tom, Dick, or Harry.
I understand that.
And Sue Sally Jane and say, hey, did you know you did that? No, yeah, I'm not talking about that.
I understand that.
I'm talking about even with life things in general. I'm thinking about even with people that you are acquainted with. I didn't say a friend. I said acquainted with. There are things I think that we should talk about to get a clarity on things that we need to be clarified with. Don't you think so?
I agree because I would want them to tell me.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, because I tell my girlfriend all the time, look, if you see something on me or something, let me know. Or
but be real about it. Don't let me walk around, I got a piece of tissue stuck to my butt and don't say nothing.
Gosh, don't do that. Don't do that.
I just use that as an example.
That is not good.
I mean, when it comes to commitment, and I say commitment means what to you? Both what? Personal and professional. Personal and professional. What does commitment mean to you when I say that? Professionally and personal.
Well, professionally, commitment means to me, let me see how I really want to say this. As in a job, professionally, being committed to that job. Being on time, that's a part of being committed.
Amen.
Being loyal. And then, to me, it turns back around to your subordinates or your coworkers, Because in order for it to flow and for you to be productive in the job, you may need them to help you as well. So they need to be as committed as you are.
Okay.
You know,
Good point.
in that sense, they really do, because you can get people, and I don't want to call them necessarily lazy. Sometimes we'll get people.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Well, you know, that we work with that just kind of work just for the paycheck.
And they're not really committed to the value of what it is on the job.
Exactly.
Okay,
and that's
good
why
point.
I'm getting back to the committed part. So you need people that are committed as well as you are, at least as much as you are.
Exactly.
And then if you feel like you're not as committed, you want them to teach you.
Exactly.
So I think that goes both ways professionally.
Okay.
Personally, being committed to what? A relationship, what are we talking about? Different family events or whatever. There's, even in the church.
Come on.
I'll use that as an example as well. Because you got people in the church that just gonna always be there. You ain't gotta worry about them. You call them, let them know what you need them to do. They're gonna be there. You know, and then you got others that you may call, they may say they're gonna be there, they don't show up, and after a while, you don't even call those people anymore, because you know they're not committed to whatever it is you're doing. Personally, and with my girlfriends or whatever, for the most part, they're committed, we're committed, we're on the same page 95% of the time.
Gotcha.
And I always tell people, if you can't do something, just call me.
Just call me.
Let me know. Don't have me waiting. I hate that.
With a passion.
I pride myself in really trying to do that. Emergencies happen.
Exactly.
It's called life.
That's life.
Things happen, you know. So being committed in the personal side of it, relationship, I don't want to get into that too much.
What? Come on now. Now we know that a relationship is difficult because you got two different personalities.
It's difficult.
It's difficult. And maybe that's why I've been single so long.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? I've been single so long because of the fact that, and I'm going to say that I don't want anybody to take this out of context.
Right.
You don't meet me where I am.
Right.
If you understand what I'm saying.
I understand.
Don't come with me no baggage.
Yeah. I understand exactly what you're saying.
I don't want no baggage.
Right.
I'm at that stage in my life.
Right.
I'm not going to deal with that.
Right.
And
I'm with you on that.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Understand.
Because and it's like, I feel like this, if you keep going, if I got to keep testing,
right.
Good God Almighty.
Well, I don't want to raise no.
No, we're having this is what this show. Let me tell you something about this show. This is a show right here where you can talk about those difficult conversations and feel comfortable talking about it. I believe from the bottom of my heart, the only way that you can get through or to know more about anything, you got to talk about it. And I'm not talking about to myself. We talk about it with other minds, so we bring minds together to come up with a better solution.
Communication.
Communication is the key, but not this communication. You look at me and you go behind.
No.
Not that kind of communication.
No, not that communication.
I had to bring that out. But you were about to say?
Let me remember.
Well, she said.
you just, but I mean, everything you're saying is true. But I guess I was talking about in a personal, commitment, personal relationship. You took us there, but it's okay. It's okay. But it's okay. I talked about, I started to talk about
relationship with a man and woman.
Yeah, relationship. Because I have found, and I can only talk a little bit about what I have found in a relationship. Getting back to what you said about meet me where I am. A lot of time men have a problem with independent women that don't necessarily need them for everything.
Exactly.
It's
Say it, sister.
Seriously, I mean, I may have a nice job, a nice car, and decent money or whatever. And it seems like they may get a little intimidated by that. And I'm saying, look, the more you bring to the table, the more we have.
Exactly.
Can we put this together and we can have more, we can do more.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. But I have run into relationships where it's like, what you need me for? You got this, and this. And I'm like, well, let's put all this together. I work hard for what I have.
Say it again.
Nobody gave it to me.
And you're not
me
just going to
the
come
Lord.
up in here.
Yeah, so you're not going to come up here and disturb this or take from me. My mom always said you can do bad by yourself.
Don't need nobody to help me starve to death.
That's right. So if you can't bring something to the table, you can't sit at my table. But you can't sit at my table. I try to teach my nieces and nephews that while they were, you know, they were grown
while they're
now.
maturing. And that's
Yes.
something I think that we need to relay more to the
Yes.
younger generation because, and yes, I'm going to say it, they go through so many relationships. I mean, so how many times you got to go through?
Right.
And I think also, and I'm a strong believer in the Word of God.
Oh, I am too.
A strong
Definitely.
believer. But we got to realize you can't keep doing that. That is wrong. That is wrong.
It's not.
And I'll say this, if I can get, and I'm going to say it, if I can get the milk without buying the cow, why should I buy the cow?
You're right.
If I can get the milk free,
why should I buy the cow?
why should I buy the cow
right.
for the steak?
Right. You're right.
And I'm just saying, that's a narrative I use. And when I say that, I mean, I think also that comes back to low self-esteem. Because of the fact, who do you think, I value me.
Right.
And I esteem me to the top.
Right.
And why is it that we continue to allow? Because you can't go no further than I allow you
to go. Right. You're right.
So why should I? And then you get up and go. And then, but what I also preach is this. You do that same man go out and marry somebody else. Because they did it the way they didn't get the milk.
You're right.
I'm just being real.
You're right.
And look, my milk is on reserve.
Well, we only get what we allow.
Exactly.
You know.
And I mean, we just talking life.
You can't. I'm old fashioned. You can't plant an apple and get an orange.
Amen.
You have got, like you were saying, you keep going back to the same thing,
over
thing.
and
a lot
over.
of it has to do with self-esteem.
I think so.
You know, growing
And
up.
also too, a lack of knowledge.
Well, that and values. It just seems now, this generation now, they just, I don't know. They don't value, a lot of them don't value life, but we're not really talking about that right now.
Oh, we can go there, we got an hour.
But I'm just saying they don't with a lot of the stuff that's going on in the street.
Exactly.
They don't value life. And getting back to the self-esteem, a lot of them grow up with, and I'll say it, parents saying you ain't gonna be nothing, you ain't gonna never be nothing, you ain't gonna never have nothing. They don't know what they're doing to their children when they say things like that.
Right.
They put that in them. You know, when you speak it,
Speak
they
those
put
things
it
that are
in-
not as though they already were.
Exactly.
But you don't tell me, rest my sister's soul, she died with no children.
Oh, wow.
Listen up, but she said, she said, mother said, no. She said, I was going to prove to her I wasn't going to have no children.
Well, she did that.
She did it. But, and I say, and taught school until she left here, right?
Wow.
But the fact of it is, what we're talking about today, we're talking about lifing. We're talking about how life is and the fact of it. We've got to stop lifing and not thinking about the results from just lifing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I also see this too because I have to base what I talk about on what I believe, and that is the Word of God, the foundation of everything. There's a promise He made in there that I try to get some of the younger people to, well, heck, some of the people my age too.
Older people as well.
Older people doing the same thing. You expect that.
That's true.
And that's not going to happen.
Right.
Don't take me there. And that promise that He made, He said, you know, it fits everybody because he doesn't, you know.
His word don't change.
It does not change at all. And so
change.
the fact of it is, I was listening to this guy as I was coming in this morning. He was talking. He said that the reason why our values are as less as they are because of the fact that we don't know the truth. We won't accept the truth, and you think it's supposed to be my way. Wrong answer.
Right.
It's not your way.
That's true.
It's not your way. If that was the case, we wouldn't need Him.
Exactly.
You don't hear me though.
I hear you.
And I want people to understand that we're not just talking this today. I am. Because there's so many things I see that I wish I could do like Jeannie.
Yeah.
And change it.
You know.
I wish I can get people to understand because you never know. When I look at now, and I was when I was traveling here a couple of weeks ago, and sometimes when you're alone, you get this process of thinking and you just hear. So many people I see now from the younger are dying.
Oh, yes.
And the older people are living to be 100-something years old. Now, why do you think that?
I mean,
He says, respect, or your days
will be
short.
That's true.
He meant that. He said, my first commandment.
And we're seeing that.
And we're seeing that because there is
people.
no, I mean, even like this thing where I see now, and this bothers me to the core. how you walk past a person, they don't show you respect. They cussing like a sailor. They high as a kite, and you smell that stuff so loud, but yet and still you think that's okay.
And people accept that.
They accept that, not me.
I don't, but people do.
No, I mean, that's why we're having the conversation. I think that we need to stop that. It's so important to our people to realize, oh, I got a medical card. For what? To get high?
Yeah.
Why is it that we've allowed this thing? You see, but the devil is on his job.
Oh,
they only you got choose. You can go one way or the other. He's on this job, and you're falling for his trap.
Yeah.
You know, he's a great imitator.
Right, and a lot of it has to do with money.
Money is the root of all evil. That's something that I used to hear from Reverend Ike years ago. I didn't understand.
You understand it now, don't you?
I understand it now. Money is the root of all evil. But listen, that's in the word.
That's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're having it's Sidekick Friday, and Regina said she come in to be my sidekick today, and we're having a great conversation on lifing, on the things that we think that if you take a picture, look back and look over it, you'll see some changes there that's necessary.
It's a lot.
You can be a part of this conversation at 850-432-7768 when we return right here on Sunshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason, and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
I'm Emily Echeverria, Marketing Communications Director for Council on Aging of West Florida and the host of Coming of Age. Watch our show to find out what we're doing for our seniors and their families, and hear from area experts and local business owners about their programs and services. Want to help? Find out how you can work with us to bring a better future to our seniors. Watch Coming of Age, 3:30 p.m. Wednesdays, only on Blab TV.
At FPL, we plan for storm season all year long. We're strengthening poles to better withstand severe weather. We're clearing lines to improve resiliency, and we're constantly training teams to act at a moment's notice. Because we're always working, always preparing. So when storms do hit, you can count on us. FPL, working for you every single day.
For the past 5 years, Blab TV has worked with the McCullough Institute and Plastic Surgery Clinic here in Gulf Shores to get our message out to the public. Blab TV works. I am Dr. Galen McCullough, and I am Blab TV.
I'm Kathy Holsworth, Artistic Director at Pensacola Little Theater. Join me on the first Monday of every month at 7 p.m. for the Center Stage, where me and my artistic friends talk about all things on the stage and at the Clark Family Cultural Center. Join us, won't you?
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. It is Friday, Sidekick Friday. Regina Bell is in with me today, and we're just talking about life. And I really want to hear from you because, you know, I always say when we're able to talk about things, talk about it. Don't be afraid. That bothers me to the core. When I give you the opportunity to speak,
Yeah.
But when I run into you, I wanted to say this, but why not?
Right.
You matter.
Right.
You matter. You have to value your voice and yourself because
That's
we
true.
all here to. God gives all of us a different plane. I mean, different talent, and it's like it's nothing wrong with my ear; it's just itching. Because Jim was going to ask me that. Now, when it's like this, okay, and when I'm talking about this, has loyalty, Regina, played a role in your journey, whether in friendships, work, or the community? What is it that loyalty means to you the most?
I'll start out by seeing it with my friends.
Okay.
I have a very small circle.
Me and you both.
Very small, and it's gotten smaller.
Me and you both.
But I got a couple of girlfriends that I know is going to be there
For
and
you.
guess what? They know I'm going to be there for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
And but that's to me is a loyalty. How I feel like,
right.
within my friendship with them.
Uh-huh.
I have it's taken me a long time. I grew up very shy. Yes, very shy.
Wait a minute, you from up there in Alabama, girl?
I am, but I was
Selma, Alabama, y'all.
I'm originally from Selma, Alabama, but shy. Even with having friends with girls. You know,
I don't have a lot of I don't have that
so
either.
I don't, but I do have a few now that I know that we have a very, very strong bond.
Exactly.
We talk about everything from religion to, of course, whenever we're having issues, when they're having issues with their husbands. I don't have one. You know, they call me. They say I'm my counselor. I'm calling you my counselor. And I don't tell them what to do. You know, I never say you need to do this, you need to do that, because I'm not them, and I'm really not in
you're not in that medical field?
Situation. I'm not in that field. But you know, if I experience some things that they may be experiencing, I may go to them and say, well, you know, I've kind of experienced that, and this is what I did. But you know, you do, you know, however you want to do it.
Exactly.
But getting back to the loyalty part, I feel strong enough in my mind to get with them to talk about it, and they call me and talk about what's going on with me.
Well, that's a true relationship, that you don't have to, if you say something, you're going to sporadically go that way.
Yes, and we have that.
Right.
It's anybody but the 3 of us.
Exactly.
But and to me, that's loyalty.
Exactly.
That I'm loyal to them and they're loyal to me, and that's it.
Exactly.
Now, professionally, in jobs, I've had loyalty in jobs. I wouldn't say I haven't. You know, I'm not the type of coworker to go around talking a lot.
That's how stuff gets started.
I'm missed, and
I think that when a person does that, is some
like
envy
that.
Or something there.
Yeah, I don't. Jealousy, you know, comes into play and things like that.
Exactly.
You know, I have been called, you know, she stuck up, she this and she that. It's not that at all. It's not. I go to work to do my job. I don't go to work to sit around and gossip.
I don't go to work to make friends.
I don't go to work to make friends, you know. But being loyalty in the job is being loyal to your work.
Thank you.
If you're supposed to handle this,
handle it.
Handle this. You know, and that, to me, that's a part of the loyalty in your job.
Exactly.
You know, if you got a certain thing that you're assigned to do
it.
Then you need to do it. And guess what? If you can't, you need to let somebody else know
that
so that the
can
job can get done. And I can let you know, well, you know, I have time to do this. Or I may say, you know, my plate's full today. I won't be able to do that. But ask Jimmy or somebody else, Jerry or whatever, just throwing out
you talking about Jimmy?
Or ask Sonshine to do it. I don't know. I'm just saying, really, you know, maybe she's available or he's available. I can't do it.
Right.
And to me, that's a part, me saying I can't do it, it's still a part of me being loyal to you, because I'm letting you know I can't do it.
Instead of letting me down.
Exactly.
Instead of letting me down. And you know, that's a great point. When you keep saying that, and this is what keeps resonating through my thought process. I have worked in places, and you know, I'm a long-term person. In the places that I work, 20 years here, moved from there, 16 years there. And how can I do all that and I'm only 38?
That was a good one.
But the fact of it is, I am very loyal, and I am so loyal to what I am doing, because that represents me.
Right.
That shows me.
Right.
So if I can't be loyal to what's going to represent me,
right? Who can you be?
Who can I be? Then therefore,
it says a lot about you too.
And it says a lot about me as well, because my character says that I am so loyal to this. Number one, my loyalty is for this company that I'm working with. I'm going to make sure that I give them the best that I was hired to do.
Right.
Because also it rolls back to reflecting and looking at me.
Right. Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And I believe that with everything on the inside of me. But this is the issues that I've always run into. I am a very strong, vocal, independent.
Yes, you are.
Woman. I am very independent, and I'm not going to sit here and not say it to you when you need to hear it.
Right.
You know me.
I already know that. That's a fact. As they say, that's a fact, Jack. It is.
But
there's nothing wrong with that.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
But you know, some men take offense to that.
Hold on, I'll tell you, this guy that used to work with me, rest his soul. Everybody probably know him, Don Parker. You know, Don used to be a sheriff here, and right after COVID, he got ill and he transitioned. But Don and I worked together for many years. And one day I was walking down the hall. And as I was walking down the hall from one studio, he looked at me, he said, Sunshine, I could tell you why you're not married, and I could tell you why.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
He said, it's in your walk. You demand. And strong women, men can't handle.
Most of them can.
Now, that's what he said to me, rest his soul.
Wow.
And I took that, I said, Dylan, what are you talking about? He said, no, even the way you walk with authority. If I don't do it for me, who's going to do it for me?
Right.
If I don't do it for me and I'm waiting on you, I never get it.
You're right. So it's in your walk. It's in that walk. Okay. Now we know what it is.
But no, if you're not, and his last word, it's going to take a strong man to stand by you. And I don't want nobody behind me. I don't want nobody trying to get in front of me. You can walk with me.
Beside
side by side.
Side by side. That's how
and
it's
number
to be.
one, I mean, like, but that, I'm saying like that. So, ladies, come on, don't be shy. Let's talk about this. I mean, I can see some of the girls who I'll get inboxes from. Girl, that was that show. That show was this. But I want to hear from people to see what it is that you think when it comes to loyalty, and in today's world, how we want everything to be instantaneous.
Yes.
You want Burger King fixes where you can drive through and just get it like that. You don't want to take the time to put the time in to get what you're going to get out of that, because if you get a quick fix, that's all you're going to get is a quick fix.
What you put in is what you get out.
It's what you get out. So therefore, if you take the time,
that's true.
sit there and analyze and do the thing the way it should be done.
They don't have time to do that. Everything is. And then social media doesn't help either.
And social media, I think, is, now don't get me wrong, I know we advance it, but I think social media is a hindrance in so many ways.
It has its advantages and disadvantages.
I agree.
I've always said that.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I mean, what can we do? How can we relay that to people who think that it is? How can we get that out?
It's a mindset. They have a certain mindset, but now they're growing up with that mindset. Because you get 2 and 3 and 4 year olds.
They'll put this in front of them, and that's it.
All day long. That is what's teaching them. Seriously, I've seen it. I'm like, all day they can go. The parent can go to the grocery store and come back. They're still in that same spot. They can leave them. They're still there. They're there.
And you know what? We were coming up. You were outside.
That's right. Just being the lights come on.
Thank you. You been yeah.
That's how I grew up.
Don't let nobody look for you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
But I mean, 854-432-7768. I want to hear from you because we're talking about life, and I know a lot of people are at work, but there's some people who watch me at work. But I want to hear from them to see what it is. We're talking things that are happening right now in the world. Right. What can we do to better it? Because it's not bettering it, it's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse every day. Hear me what I'm saying. I know that we are evolving to another level. But I believe this, the foundation is strong. Don't walk away from your foundation.
Right.
Continue to evolve, but evolve to a level whereas you're not going to lose your morals.
Right.
Don't throw those to the side.
Oof. These kids nowadays.
Not just the kids.
Well, that's true.
The kids got to get it from somewhere.
True. That's true. And they can't, the parents or whomever can't teach something they don't know either.
Good point.
You know.
You shut me up there for a second.
No, I'm serious. If you don't have it in you, how you going to teach them?
Exactly.
You know, and there's so many now that's having children and their children, and they're, 16.
Their grandma is not what our grandma was.
Oh, no. People,
when we went to grandma's house, we were
before they're 40.
Thank you, 35. But what I'm saying is that we go in there to get a tea cake.
Oh, tea cake.
I remember my pearl.
I remember them tea cakes.
Them tea cake was the best. You thought you had a. Whoo, Jesus, we got somebody with a question. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Queen. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, love. How about you?
Oh, I'm well by the grace of God. You're going to make me late for my appointment this morning.
I don't want you late, Hazel.
Let me hear you're in my wheelhouse now. You're talking about relationships.
Yes.
And yeah. Now here's the thing. See, a relationship or a couple is supposed to be a team.
Right.
See, and if you don't
You breaking up.
appreciate-
Hey, Hazem, you're breaking up now. You were real clear there for a second. Now keep talking right there.
You can hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, a relationship should be a team. Team. Team.
Right.
You know. So you should want a woman that can be a partner.
That's right.
Yeah. You need to get out of this who's in charge or I'm the boss, she the boss, this, that, and other. You want to be a team, you know. And I don't understand a man who would want a woman that couldn't bring something to the table, a woman that had no had no sense of the team concept.
I understand.
So yeah, so if a guy says, well, I don't like a strong woman, I don't understand that. I can't go that way. I can't go that route.
Hello.
Because
Here's
they
to you,
teach you in kindergarten 1 + 1 is 2.
And there's no I in team.
That's right.
You understand? Yeah, 1 + 1 is 2. Now so if you have a woman in your life that is strong, then the two of you should be able to get some things done together. You want
Gotta be on the same page.
you want someone that brings something to the table. You want a partner. That's another word we like to use. You want a partner. Now if you just out to have to be the boss of somebody, that's different.
That's true. That's true.
That's right.
But you will accomplish a lot. Am I still coming through? Okay.
Oh yes, you are.
That's a good point.
Okay. You want someone that you and that person can accomplish something together.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now,
Absolutely.
I challenge you to find someone individual who can accomplish as much as a team or a couple. We got them right here in Pensacola. We got some couples. We got some people. The woman is strong, the man is strong, and they're getting things done.
Absolutely.
That's true.
And I challenge these guys that just want to be over somebody. I challenge them to accomplish as much being a boss as these couples that we see in Pensacola that's taking care of business.
Come on, you said it. I'm with you there. I see things pop. I got pictures of people popping through my head. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. So, a team is going to be a lot better than one individual that want to be in charge of everything.
Absolutely.
So I see a strong woman as a plus. I see that as a plus. I don't see that as a negative.
Right. Me too.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah.
That's a good point.
Guys, come on, guys, grow up out there. Grow up. Don't be intimidated by someone that's smart. She's smart. She's intelligent. She's gifted. She has talents. She has opinion. Don't be threatened by that.
Yep.
That's a plus. That's what you're looking for.
Absolutely. I agree, Hazem. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Y'all making me late for my appointment.
Thank you, Hazem.
The last thing, Sonshine, if I can get this in.
Yes.
The sister mentioned earlier about people telling folks what to do. That's a pet peeve of mine. Folks telling folks what to do. And I don't want to sound sexist, but in fact, I'm going to put it in a question form. Is it possible that ladies do that more than men do? You need to do this. Oh, quit him, leave him. Oh, no, leave him, child.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I say I don't tell them what to do. Yeah.
Get rid of him.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true that maybe ladies do that more than guys do?
I don't know. I know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it's according to the level. I'm going to leave it like that. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't recommend that people do that.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't think it's more than one than the other.
Yeah, everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is
different. Exactly.
So we need to get out of that habit. We need to get out of that habit of trying to tell people, let them make that decision. Like the sister said earlier, you can tell them what you did, but to tell somebody,
absolutely,
those are personal decisions. Those are personal decisions.
Yeah, because the situation, you're not in the situation.
That's right.
You're outside of the situation,
and they're not gonna tell
and you're only getting what that person is telling you.
That's
you're not hearing what the other person says or how they feel.
What if you tell somebody what to do,
And
it works out real bad.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's why I don't do that.
Exactly.
Look at the situation you put yourself in.
Right.
No doubt, Hazem. No doubt.
You're right.
All right. Thank you, Queen. I'll talk to you later.
All right, love.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Everybody,
you.
we're having a great conversation today. We want you to be a part of it. We got to go to break, but I tell you, he made so many great
Yes, he
points
did.
that we need to really take heed to, because get out of this thing that you're doing this thing yourself. You see it's not working.
Right.
We'll talk about it more right here on Sunshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if auto owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
At Pensacola Habitat for Humanity, we believe every child should have a safe place to grow. That's why we work with you and the community to build not just a house, but a home.
She worked very hard to get this house. I really appreciate that because, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
When you help build a home, you build a future. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
The Emerald Coast Utilities Authority's state-of-the-art materials recycling facility processes recyclables for communities throughout the region, lowering need for more landfills. This highly efficient recycling service accepts glass, paper, cardboard, plastics, aluminum, and more. But we need your help. Please make sure your recyclables are clean of garbage, food, and liquids. Also, please remember that plastic shopping bags, foam products, or yard waste are not recyclable. To learn more, go to livegreenecua.com.
And welcome back to this Friday edition of Sidekick Friday. Was that mic on? I thought I turned it off, but I thought I did. But ladies and gentlemen, we're having a great conversation today. And we're just talking life because, I talk about so many things that are so hardcore all week long. Sometimes I just like to let my hair down and talk about things that are affecting us in life. And Hazem made so many points that are,
yes, he did. So
many things that are so true. Can you share a moment when you stayed committed, even though there were challenges there, that led to real growth for you? When I say that, let's do it again. Share a moment that you stayed loyal with something or someone, even though challenges were there, but it led to real growth.
Okay.
There are many things, okay. When I used to do this other thing, because I had got to the point that I couldn't grow no more.
Right.
But then God had a plan that I knew nothing of. So I can continue to grow.
Right.
And now he's allowing me to spread my wings in more than one way.
And you spread them.
Girl, hush. Wait a minute. Angels in the field. Angels in the field. That's the baseball game. Remember that? But the fact of it is that the things like even with, if it's not even with your personal life or with the business world, life itself, you are a loving person because of, I see how I can tell that you were raised close-knit with your family.
Yes, I was. Very
and
close.
The love that I see that you share, even before your father transitioned, I watched you. And now with your mother, it's like, you said, wait a minute, now let me check my calendar.
Yeah.
Because I have to take mama first.
She first.
She's first. With that commitment there, and I see the growth that you have, it is, I believe like this, you're never too old to continue to evolve.
Right.
But if you stay consistent in the place where you are, guess what? They're gonna be that quicksand. It's gonna keep taking you down, down. So, an event or a place, a thing that possibly happened to you that it was not the best, but you evolved even in that area where you were. When I used the prior place when I was, although I'm still in media,
right,
but at another level.
Yes, right.
You understand what I'm saying? But I had to take all the bumps and bruises.
Right, you have to go.
You got to go through those bumps and bruises to get to the plane where he's taking you to take you even higher.
Right.
I didn't give up and I didn't give out.
And you didn't give in.
And I did not give in.
That's it.
I'm not gonna give in for nothing like that. So, have you experienced anything like that?
I'm sure I have, even personally and professionally. I'll just think a little bit about professionally starting out. Starting at the university 26 years ago in my job as what we call back then a secretary, but now the administrative assistants and all these things. I did well, took a couple of years, and then I landed a job as the minority business coordinator.
Okay.
I decided, I've done the secretary stuff enough. I want to grow.
You evolved into another position.
Into the position. And I started doing that and loved it. Did it for like 5 years. And then that part of the job kind of dissipated. So I was like, okay, so what am I going to do next? So then I took a job in the accounting department as the property manager. Right. And what that did for me, it got me outside more because I was out doing inventory. I was going to all departments and everything. And at first I didn't really think that I was going to like that. But the growth part of that is when I got out, I started to meet other people.
Come on now.
And learning a lot more about the university and what its mission and all of these things were, and I met, not necessarily friends, but more associates and co-workers and things, and I got more involved in the university.
Gotcha.
So that, to me, gave me some growth.
It did.
Yeah.
Look at what you've already said.
Yeah.
What you started
out,
26
years later, I've actually got 33 with the state, but 26 years later, I can look back and I can see the growth. In that. Personally, we could talk a little about my parents. My dad, of course, transitioned 2 years ago. And with my mother, I tell everybody, even men that want to talk or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna tell you right now, my mother is first.
Come on.
I said she comes first before anybody else. Brother, nieces, nephews, or whatever.
It's always got to be mama.
And some people don't.
They don't understand that.
They don't understand that when I say she's first, because with my dad, the two of them was first. But the growth, even with my mother, when my father passed, I asked my mother, "You want to move in with me?" No, I want you to be independent. I did the same thing, and she said no. But I'm at my mother's house more than I'm at my own house. But I want her to be independent for as long as she can. Right. I want her to be able to get up and do things for herself.
How long were your parents married?
63 years.
Oh my God, what a beautiful thing.
63 years they were married.
Now, I brought that up to say when we talk about evolving and commitment. My parents were married 58 years till death did them part.
Yes, till death.
And I mean, that's beautiful. And I think about that, and now marriage is not even looked at the way marriage is supposed to be. That's supposed to be a matrimonial commitment before Christ. But
it's not looked at that way.
It's not looked at, it's like,
I married 3-4 times.
I wish I had a lady that was a minister could call. Because of the fact that it's like that, because when you say that, I want to bring that out, that longevity stayed there, because they were a team.
Yes, they were.
My parents were a team.
Exactly.
My oldest brother, my second oldest brother's been married 50 years.
Wow. That's a blessing.
Okay? I mean, but it's like, that's the thing that's in that's what we were brought up with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Never seen my mother with nobody but my father.
Right. And my parents used to dress alike.
Do you hear
Everybody
me?
knew they were together because they were dressed alike. You know, they did that for years. And people would tell me, oh, your mom and dad always dress alike. You gonna know they're a couple.
Thank
I
you.
said, oh yeah, and you gonna know that.
But that's the kind of thing I think that we're lacking today, the relationship, because the teamwork.
Right.
Now, and something else my parents did. They didn't argue in front of us. I know they had disagreements.
Oh yeah.
But that wasn't for us to see.
Yeah, it's grown folks.
It's grown
Stay
folks.
out of grown folks' business.
You weren't in there in a conversation up in their face.
It was certain things we couldn't watch on TV.
Would not let you turn that TV on.
It's like, no, it's time for y'all to go to bed.
Exactly.
You know, and they watch whatever they wanted to watch, and we had to go to bed.
Exactly.
That is unheard of now.
I mean, like, and we
Watch
also
everything.
did this. When we were sitting at the dinner table, you sat there and everybody ate the same thing.
Right, and you ate all your food.
And you didn't put nothing on that.
Even if you didn't like
But
it,
look,
you
check
ate.
this out. Nowadays, you got one. I want McDonald's.
Yeah.
I want the chicken. If you don't want to eat this, go to bed hungry.
Well, them days are long
I mean, it's
gone.
that way. You know what I'm saying? But I say that because the foundation is gone.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is life. But let me tell you something for those who are saying, He said, I change not.
Right.
My word changed not.
Change not. That's right.
So therefore, that word still went back there with my mother and father.
Yes.
It still goes today. But are you taking that word, putting clothes on it and wearing it?
Wearing it.
Not just letting it spew out of
Out
your
your
mouth,
mouth.
but when it's coming at your mouth, you're over here doing something else. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Right.
We're going to talk more about that, and I truly want to talk with you as well. And I can hear somebody saying, 850-432-7768. That's the number. We're going to come back with some more to this conversation. She's getting into it now. Sidekick Friday. We'll be back with more.
My name's Kelly McLeod. I'm the owner of Bella Magazine. Bella is a source of uplifting and inspiring content for the women of Pensacola.
I think the magazine is just so thoughtfully done. There's a lot of attention to detail. The stories are really good.
You've got seriousness, you've got fun, education, fashion. It just encompasses everything.
Women are multidimensional, and so is Bella.
From the efficiency of American natural gas and the dependability of nuclear power, to the strength of Florida's sunshine and the flexibility of advanced battery storage systems, we leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state, ensuring reliable, low-cost power for your home or business whenever you need it. FPL, working for you every single day.
At the Hearing Center, the journey to better hearing is unique. A medical model and a personalized, high-quality patient experience is the perfect combination for your hearing health care. Our audiologists take the time to listen and help you understand, while using research-backed practices for the delivery of hearing aids. Choose a professional, not a product, for the best hearing possible. The Hearing Center, a better experience because it's your experience.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quint Studer, and I am Blab TV.
There you go.
We're just sitting there talking about things, and I tell you, I get so caught off guard. But welcome back to the hottest spot in town. It is Sunshine's Corner. We talk about those difficult conversations that needs to be had. Yeah. And I think that sometimes we avoid talking about things because I think on the inside we know we're wrong.
Oh yeah, we know. We definitely
But you
know.
think that it's okay to continue to do it that way, and it doesn't happen that way.
Especially when you think nobody really knows. Nobody.
But let me tell you,
nobody sees or nobody says
you
anything.
will be amazed how many people know what you're doing.
And they say it to other people.
I mean, you would be amazed. I mean, like, wow. Good morning.
Good morning, Sunshine. Good morning, Regina.
Hi,
I didn't know Regina gonna be on the show. She did so well.
Well, thank you, dear.
It's Sidekick Friday, baby.
Yes, it's great to see your beautiful face.
Thank you.
What you up to, Eric?
Yes,
Now, what do you got to add to the conversation?
Well, I was just going to say I just pulled up to work because I've been downtown setting up at the Seafood Festival, and that place is packed with vendors.
Do they have
So
my
it's gonna
side?
be a-
Hello, excuse me. Do they have my coconut shrimp? I want coconut.
You know what? I believe they do.
I'm sure
There's
they
so
do.
many food vendors out there. This place is packed out. We've been up since 4 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm in my third T-shirt. I done dressed them.
He laughing, baby.
But you know what? Life, like you said, everybody say, life starts at home. You are born, you go home, you learn from what you witness and see, and you learn everything right there at home. You learn more things when you start going to church and you start going to school, and you pick up things from family, friends, and your neighbors. And so you have to incorporate all of that stuff that you learn and push that out into the world. And so you pick up all the positive things, you provide positive things. We're going to grab negative things and stuff every now and then, but we don't need to always utilize that.
You don't need to be around toxic people.
Right.
Exactly. Because we are learning more and more, the more toxic people are around you, you end up gathering that. It's like you said, there's a spirit behind people that have toxicity.
That's true.
And spirits are transferable, and it will be on you. And so it's something that you've never done before or been around and did before, well, you'll start end up doing that same type of thing.
Exactly.
And you have to move that stuff out of your life.
Exactly.
And it's okay to love people from a distance.
Oh,
No,
yes.
tell me about
I
it.
do that.
I mean, that is so true.
You hit the nail on the head for me.
And I mean, it's so many things that we've talked about today that is so beneficial for people to just take a second,
think about.
step back and reevaluate yourself. Look in the mirror.
That man in the mirror.
That man in the mirror is first.
Michael Jackson, one of his greatest songs.
When he said that,
Man in the mirror.
gonna make a change in my life. Want me to sing it for you?
Sing it.
I love Michael Jackson, okay?
I love him too.
But I'll save that for Monday. But Eric, I thank you for always partaking. I thank you for you see, Eric is somebody that now he's one of those that I roll things off and it helps me. And what I appreciate about him to the highest, he does not tell me what he think I want to hear.
Right.
He's no waiting that Sunshine. You need to do this. You need to really think about that. I appreciate that. Eric, we got another call. I got to take that because we're almost at the top of the hour. But I appreciate you to the highest.
Thank you,
I got
Eric.
That's right.
Might see you tomorrow down there.
We're coming down there tomorrow.
I'll be down there.
All right, love.
Have a blessed weekend, and I'll see you all this weekend.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Now, we've got another call here. Let's see. I don't want to hang that one up. There it is. And let's go here. And good morning.
Good morning, Sunshine. This is Ardelia.
Hey, Ardelia.
I had to put my 2 fingers.
Yes, baby.
I came up during the era, and my mama had 12,957,427 moves. She had a rule for everything. From combing your hair outside to wearing a house coat.
That's right.
Outside.
Amen.
I mean, we just had all those kind of rules. And I thought she was being mean, but she was being right.
I'm so thankful for that today. Yes, I am.
Yeah, because these mothers nowadays, you can't tell them nothing. They don't want to listen. They don't care what you say. They look at you like you're crazy. And the children just going haywire.
I tell you, they are raising the parents.
Yeah.
The roles have been reversed.
The roles
We
has
didn't
been
have a
reversed.
choice.
Exactly. I agree.
We didn't have a choice. We was never asked what you want to eat. Okay?
No.
We didn't have a choice.
You tell me about that.
But I just wanted to say that. But I love my mama. Yesterday was her birthday. Oh. And I'm so glad she's not here today because she beat her passed out.
Look, my mother being hurt somebody. Thank you, Ardelia.
You're welcome.
All right, bye now. And I tell you, ladies, we're down to the last end of the show. But I mean, I appreciate the comments, the calls, and I know that there are others. I'll probably get inboxes about. They'll say, well, yeah, that, the other. But the fact of it is, I think that we need to revert back to some things that work. Yes. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now I understand. Hit me when I say I know that we are evolving. Right. But that does not mean you break something that's not broken.
There's some things that really needs to stay the same.
To stay the same.
Yes,
I mean, because whether you believe it or not, God ain't gonna say just cause time changed that He gonna overlook that.
Right.
It's still gonna be okay. Did you do what I said do?
Right.
Those things that, like she was talking about, her mama had 12,300,455,000 moves. I know the feeling, mine too, and I know them all.
Right.
But the fact of it is, ladies, it has been wonderful. I can't say how much I appreciate you coming in because this was a great hour.
I enjoyed it.
I'm telling you,
tremendously.
Thank you. You know, I do Sidekick Friday. Hey, girl, I do somebody on Friday. But the fact, I appreciate that, and you are not afraid to put it out there the way it is. And you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I've known her for quite some time, and she has that thing.
Yeah.
You know, I can relate to that thing because I came up in the same era. Same era. And ladies and gentlemen, think about the things that you do today and try to grab a hold of our children. I think that's why our kids are being killed so quickly. They're killing each other, they're shooting themselves. That we need to take control over our children again. We need to let them know that they're the children and we're the parent.
Yeah,
we need to let them know that this is the way it's going to be, not what you want, but this is how it is. And if you can't handle it, you got to go.
You're right.
I think if we go back to that rule, we'll see it. Right. And I think, it's more to being a mother than just having a baby.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be able to do the things that you're supposed to do to take care of that child. You don't want it to. You're married, got your career going, and keep going.
And that father has a role, too.
Yes, he does. Get married. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to go. They tell me we got to go. It's been a fantastic day. I mean, a fantastic day. We've had a great conversation. I thank you for being a part of it. Now, remember, you can go back and watch this show again tomorrow. Yes, it'll play tomorrow at 5 o'clock. But if you would like to be a part of it, do so. Get ready for Monday. Got a great conversation coming to you with breast cancer because we'll be in October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I've got to leave you as I do every day. Thank you. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be at Baptist Healthcare. We're going to be over at, what's that address, Jimmy? Right there on 9 Mile and University Parkway, where Baptist right there by the Circle K. We're going to be there broadcasting live because there's an event going on that they're giving out free everything.
At the Circle?
Gotta go soon. I gotta go. Listen, guys, see me tomorrow morning. Till then, know that I love you with the perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone. Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.